Hello everyone and welcome to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad Hughes and this is my fiance Holly.
Hi.
That was very, very good. So today what we're going to do on this, pretty much the first episode of this, I mean we did a few vlogs from our Kentucky Bourbon Trail trip. They were kind of like not well done because it was raining and stuff. But this is going to be like a haul from that. Now, we're not showing like all the merchandise, like we're not showing Freddy's root beer. We're gonna mostly stick to whiskeys and bourbons that we picked up along the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. And if you have any questions about like how to plan a trip, comment down below. We'll be more than happy to answer those for you. But let's go ahead and jump on into the first bottle that we're going to talk about. All right, first bottle up, Blanton's. Blanton's is a bottle that is on every bourbon hunter's wish list. Is it the best bourbon in the world? No, but you're not a huge fan at all. No. You don't really like Blanton's at all.
I like the bottle more than the actual bourbon.
The little horsey thing appeals to you more than what's in the bottle itself. We picked this up on our first day in Kentucky.
Yeah, standing in the rain.
Standing in the snow and rain, and we live in Orlando, so anything under 60 is like crazy cold for us. So we worked for this bottle of Blanton's. We actually got 2 bottles while we were there in Kentucky. And I did make sure that the 2 horses are different. Yeah, I'm a big Blanton's fan. She's not the biggest Blanton's fan, and that's fine. But that was our first bottle we got in Kentucky. Next bottle we're gonna talk about is E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Now, this one is one of my favorite bourbons, and one of your favorite bourbons too. Actually, the night we got engaged, we opened this bottle to celebrate our engagement. Now, a lot of people find these very easily, but we live in Florida and I've only seen this on the shelf twice. The first time we saw it was at a Target near us and it was for $130 at that Target. And then the second time I saw it was at a liquor store right down the street from us here and it was $199.99. I think we paid like 45 bucks or something per bottle of this. But this is something, absolutely, it's not worth 200 bucks. I mean, not many bourbons are worth 200 bucks, but this one in particular is probably not worth the $200 price point, but it is damn good bourbon, and I gotta love that bottle. I don't even like displaying it in the case. The bottle is just so nice. I love it so much. But this is a must-have if you can get to Kentucky and go to the Buffalo Trace Distillery. Try to make it to where you can get one of these if you've never tried it before. I had never had it before and heard good things, and it lived up to the hype for me. I like this one a lot.
Especially if you like sweeter bourbon.
Yeah.
That caramel corn.
It has that caramel corn.
Taste.
We're gonna taste a few of these. Is this one of the ones you want to taste? All right, go grab some Glen Carrington up there. We haven't had this in a while, but it's so good. It's so good.
It's my favorite one we got on the trip.
We're gonna go light on the pours here. I'm hoping, we're actually going back up to Kentucky in a few weeks, and I'm hoping that we're there when this drops again, because I will buy 2 more bottles of this, and I'll have like 5 bottles of E.H. Taylor. But just cheers. Just cheers it up.
Cheers. So good.
It smells like candy corn to me. It's a weird smell. It's like candy corn and grape.
And I feel like it's one of the few that the smell matches the taste.
I agree. God, that's good. It's cold in Florida now, so the bourbon's cold.
Yeah,
We're sitting in the garage.
Used to having it warm.
Oh man, that is good. Man.
Did you say this is your favorite that you've had?
I don't know. I really like Weller. I like Weller.
Standard
Weller's good. I got this bottle of Foolproof that we'll talk about in a different video. This one's for my birthday. I'm very excited about this. I don't know. I really do like Blanton's. I know that's like a tatery thing to like Blanton's, but I don't care. I actually genuinely like it. I tried it way before I was into bourbons, and it was my friend Kevin that introduced me to it. And I spent years trying to find it, and then I finally found it like a week before we left for Kentucky on our first trip, and got a bottle locally, and then I got more when I was up there, and I'll get more again because I like it that much. I genuinely like Blanton's, but I don't know, maybe it might be my favorite one. I mean, it's really hard for it. Favorite new one that I've tried. It's hard not to love this so much. We actually got to do the Taylor tour, which kind of, when you do a tour like that and you see something as historical as that is, it kind of puts a lot of it into perspective. Not that it changes the flavor or anything like that, but it makes you appreciate like the effort a little bit more. It's pretty cool.
And we saw that new batch they made.
They are, we got to confirm, this is breaking news. confirmed at the Buffalo Trace Distillery by our tour guide that they are making another round of the OFC bourbon, and so keep an eye out for that. And if you have spare $20,000, you might be able to get your hands on one. All right, that was delicious. Next bottle. All right, last bottle from Buffalo Trace Distillery, Sazerac Rye. I know a lot of people can find this very easily, but this is another one in Florida that you either see it as of
We're seeing it all of a sudden.
more
in a lot of
recently.
places.
More recently, we're getting to see it. By the time we went on our trip a few months ago, you could not find this anywhere. We saw it one time at a liquor store. It was like a very price gougey liquor store, and it was, let's say at the same time, $150. It was crazy how much they wanted for
For a
this.
$40 bottle.
And we found it at Sam's for $27. So
We stocked up maybe.
I got 4 bottles, I think. I have 5 now because on our, this is a tease for our next video. We are doing a 6-year Sazerac Rye barrel pick from Total Wine that we're going to do in the next
Do you
video.
know how much regular Sazerac is aged? Does it say?
It's not age stated, but I think they said that it's like 4 to 6 years, I think.
Okay.
They told us on the tour what it was, but there's not, if it's not an age stated bourbon, then there's no specific range. So it could be anywhere from like a 2-year bourbon to a, you know, they're not going to do more than like 6 or 7 years on a rye. But I know it's kind of weird that we get this. Is something we were excited about, but we were very excited to get this because, again, another one, just before we left for our trip, we found 1 bottle and we really like it. It's a really good rye. It's not worth $150. It's not worth $50. Well, it's worth 50. It's not worth more than 50, I would say. But it is a solid rye, and you're the rye person.
I
so
feel like this, if you have never had a rye, I feel like this is a good starter rye because it's not very hot.
agreed. Yeah,
spicy.
yeah,
It's
definitely,
very in between.
definitely. It's definitely a good starter rye, and it's a good mixer too. So if you don't like it, you can always turn it into some old fashions or some Manhattans or whatever.
If you
whiskey
find it at
sours.
retail, hey.
Yeah, get it at retail. We don't do the secondary stuff.
No.
I will wait. I will wait. I will say I did come pretty close in Kentucky to picking up a Pappy 10-year after trying it because I really love
For how
that.
much?
$600. But I didn't
And
do
it's
it.
in Kentucky.
It's still there at that liquor store probably. But yeah, good stuff, Sazerac Rye. Next bottle. All right. Next distillery we went to, we're kind of going in order of distilleries we went to. We kind of started that way, so we'll keep going. We went to Lux Row Distillery, and you, for whatever reason, adore Rebel Yell. You like the Rebel 100, but you like traditional Rebel Yell a lot more, which is funny because it's a wheated bourbon, and you're not a huge fan of Weller. So it's odd, but it has always been your favorite. Like, our friends make jokes about the fact that you love Rebel Yell so much.
In my opinion, it's the perfect, like, I know everybody says Jack and Coke, but I think classic Rebel and Coke is far superior.
Superior?
Yes.
Wow, that's wild.
Mhm.
That's a wild claim.
Yep.
But this one is a special limited release barrel program pick. Special limited editions was actually, they said it was picked by the master distiller, and that this specific barrel didn't go out to stores, and that it was only available at the distillery. Now, how true that is, I don't know, but I didn't really look into it. But we were excited to be there. Like, it's your favorite, so like it's like your Buffalo Trace. I love Buffalo Trace products. Just it is what it is.
This was the one item I wanted to find on the trip.
Yes, yes, it is. We've seen these around here, but each one's different, and having one that the master distiller picked is really, really
It's like
cool.
Total Wine's pick.
Yeah.
Or,
And we're gonna try this one too because
Yes, we are.
we've opened all of these, but the next one. Is that the old
Give me a clean
glass?
glass.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
just because any excuse to try something more Rebel.
Whoops. Dropped it there. Yeah, we tried this one. I really liked it when we tried it, but I don't really remember anything.
What was the other one we tried at the distillery? It was a toasted one, but it's not a brand that you look at and go, oh, that's Lux Row.
I don't remember. I can probably find it.
Strange.
What do you think the proof is?
54.
The proof, not the alcohol. Proof's 120. It does not drink like 60%
Not at
alcohol at all. Man, that's nuts.
That drink's easier than the E.H. Taylor.
It does, and it's 10 proof points higher.
Wild, yeah. And Lux Row's
10%
distillery,
higher.
we definitely want to go back to. It was somewhere you can hang out at all day. I mean,
That
they
chair I
had,
sat in was great.
they had nice chairs, not like the chairs where they want you out of there. Just a
was
small
nice.
bar.
It was
Gives you-
nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back.
We should do another video discussing the Bourbon Trail. I think that'd be fun to do.
Kind of if you're looking for this.
Yeah,
the trails
this kind of
will
stuff.
be
Go there,
super-
places to go. But I can say the James Pepper, is that the name of the
Yes.
distillery? That was
Pizza place, fantastic.
Pizza
And
place
brewery
next
next to it as well, fantastic. But
Good stuff. That's where I got to try my Pappy.
this was actually our third stop. We went to Four Roses before this, but they didn't have anything.
That's right. Yeah, they had
So
nothing.
They very rarely do.
I've heard. I think the dude was kind of being facetious, and it seemed to me like he was tired of asking or answering that question. But hopefully, when we go in a few weeks, we'll be able to get something from Four Roses. That would be pretty awesome. But this is a great pick. This stuff's fantastic. Man, I can't believe that it's 120 proof. It's nuts. Good pick. Man, that's good. Next bottle.
Now,
This
most
is
exciting one.
This is the most exciting one
That
on
we
this
haven't opened
video.
yet.
We have not opened yet. We're saving it. I don't know what we're saving it for, but it's some sort of special occasion. But this is the one that you were like, holy crap. We were there the day this dropped randomly. We had no idea this was going to drop. We walk in, we started talking to one of the people who work there, and they're like, yeah, this just came out today. And Holly looks it up, and it was like 4 minutes ago.
Yep.
This article had dropped about this specific whiskey, not a bourbon, this specific whiskey, and reveal it.
The Old Ezra 7 Rye. So the Old Ezra 7
bourbon
is the one that's always voted #1.
Yes.
Now, this is the rye, and apparently it's the first rye to be on the top bourbon list.
which is wild. But I cannot wait to try this. I keep seeing people rave about this bottle. I had no clue this was coming out. I had no clue to be there. It was complete luck that we got this bottle. I cannot believe we got this. I'm so
tried
excited.
Old Ezra, have we? Just the normal? No.
I feel like I've had it at bars and stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't. It's something I would like remember, because it's just kind of like a simple mixer bourbon to me.
This one I want to say was 80 or 85, so we can't tell you if it's worth it price wise.
Yeah, it's a
Just be
little
prepared,
pricey.
It's a little pricey, but
They only did 20,000 bottles of this.
Yes.
Was what the articles that we read said. So this is hard to find. I have seen it 2 other places. I saw it tonight at Total Wine when we were there.
1 bottle left.
We had 1 bottle left, and I saw 2 bottles at a liquor store in South Carolina near your parents.
That was gone.
And it was gone the next. No, I went back the same day and it was gone. I went back the same day and it was
If
gone.
you see it, grab it.
Yeah.
If you like.
If you like it. I mean, we'll do a review of this eventually, but this is a cool thing to get that lucky. Like the stars aligned and we happened to get this cool bottle. So very cool. Good pick.
Okay.
All right, next bottle comes from the Heaven Hill Distillery, which is one of the coolest distilleries. I'm looking forward to going back to that one when we go in a few weeks.
Beautiful.
Stunning, picturesque, especially for Christmas.
Huge bar.
Huge bar, beautiful. But it's the J.W. Dant Bottled and Bond. This is nothing special or unique.
$17.99 maybe.
Yeah, it might not even been that much. But so here's what we did. We tried a flight there. We didn't do a lot of drinking on the Bourbon Trail because we were driving. And this specific distillery we didn't drink at hardly at all. We had one little flight that we shared. But we were also going down the street to Bardstown for lunch that day. So we were not trying to fill up. I knew I was going to want an old fashioned with dinner and blah, blah, blah. So I did a flight. You got me a flight while I was in the gift shop or something. And I came upstairs at the top of the bar and did a blind. And she's like, pick which one you want. I was like, okay, whichever one I pick, we're buying a bottle up if it's available. She's like, okay, cool. This was the winner. So it looks like a mellow corn-esque, which we have a bottle of over there too. But it's actually good. I stand by the fact this is solid bourbon. It's bottled and bond for $17 for that much, especially for the proof point. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
To be fair, we've had Larceny, we've had Evan Williams, everything else they had that day we've had.
Yeah, this was something that I hadn't had before, so I was like, I like it. It's cheap. Why not? Let's do it. So, J.W. Dant, if you haven't had it before, it's good. Heaven Hill's crushing it right
But
now.
also, Heaven Hill, they have some really cool products in the gift shop. We got a Larceny hot sauce.
It's
that
really
is
good.
Fantastic.
It's really good. So if you like hot sauce,
Yeah.
that's a good one to
They
pick.
had a lot of fun syrups.
Not my thing, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
It was just something unique to see because everywhere else, of course, was just Glencairn t-shirt
Yeah.
glass. And
But
this was like.
it's one of the few distilleries. The
Yeah.
only distillery we did get a Glencairn glass at.
Yeah.
though.
But there's actually a distillery that was why.
Yeah, that was
All
why.
the other ones looks like
You could have gotten a gift set for Christmas or something, but
unique gift shop at Heaven.
if you haven't tried it, give it a shot. I'm curious because I think it's solid. I don't think anything wrong with this bottle at all. But I'm curious what you think. Comment down below if you've had it and if you like it. If you don't, why not?
Is it a drink neat or is it a mixer?
I've only drank it neat. I try
Really?
to drink whiskey neat now, just because I don't need the extra
Just
calories
looks
with soda and
It
stuff.
looks like that bottom shelf that you mix with Coke.
It looks,
drink.
it looks like they're like, we don't have Jack Daniels, we got J.W. Dant. You're like, all right, fine. It's definitely not appealing. but I don't think it needs to be. The bottle speaks for itself. I'm acting like it's a great whiskey. It's fine. It's fine. But I liked it, and I hadn't seen it here. Since we've been there, I've seen it here a few times, and I haven't grabbed another bottle, so then maybe that says something about the quality, but it's been recent.
What's the proof on it?
50. I'm sorry, it's 100 proof. It's bottled and bond.
Wow. Okay.
So it's got to be bottled at 100 proof.
All right.
Next bottle. Another low shelf one, but hear me out. This is one of my favorite bourbons of all time now, especially for the price point. And this is another one that we do not get in Florida at all. It's not distributed here. It is, however, in South Carolina, and it is in Kentucky, and it is also available in North Carolina, but I haven't seen it there yet.
Very pretty bottle.
Very pretty bottle. Early times, bottled and bond. I think I bought 6 bottles of this, and I have 3 left. I love this stuff. My friends who don't even drink, Tom, Evan, both love this stuff. It is so good. It does not drink at 100 proof. It is so good. It's so sweet.
And it's under like $30 a bottle.
And you get like a liter of it, right?
Yeah.
It's a liter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a liter for 20. I think at last bottle
It's like 24 or 27, depending where you buy it.
Yeah, I last time I paid for it, I bought it for $24, $23.99. So, especially for the price point, you cannot beat this bottle. It's delicious, and I'm gonna crack this open because I want to try some. I haven't had it in a while.
And even regular early times was good. That one
you like it more than I do.
That one we kind of stumbled upon.
Yeah. I'm not gonna rinse out my JW Dant glass because I don't really think it's gonna affect the early times. But the JW Dant has like a peanut note. I just get like peanut dust or something.
Not.
Did you try it?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Early times, bottled and bond. Oh my God, it's so good. I love this stuff.
Yeah, this
I
is
really,
fantastic.
really do.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my God, it's just like
This one
brown
smells a little
sugar,
hotter.
molasses.
This one's fine.
I drank a
beginner bourbon.
I was a guest on a podcast called Fourth Mother Box, my friend Tom's podcast, and I accidentally drank a half a bottle of this stuff, and it shows on the show, but it is just, it's so easy to drink this stuff. It's just so drinkable. Oh, it's so
Yeah,
good.
that's good. Now drinking this after drinking that Rebel is a little rough.
Yeah, it's weird. This is more aggressive than the Rebel is.
Yeah.
I mean, Rebel's
Is this
50
a hotter
bottled and
one?
bond. No,
So the
it's
other one
less.
is
Mhm.
wow.
That Rebel's really, really solid. And you're the Rebel person, but that
This is
stuff's
delicious.
delicious. This stuff is so good. And this actually mixes very well with Coke. I have had it with Coke before. I think I had it during Thanksgiving. We were mixing this with Coke with my brothers.
Yeah.
It was they're not bourbon people either, and they love this stuff too. So you cannot go wrong. If you see a bottle of this, and I would say even if it's like 30, 35, because of how much
Under
you get,
40.
you get a liter. Under 40, steal, absolute steal. I cannot recommend this one enough. Next bottle. All right, next bottle here is you'll see once you see the label. So if you can't see it in the cutaway, you'll see why we got this.
My other
Bullet.
favorite. My other favorite distillery.
No, we did this. This is Holly's favorite distillery. Her favorite whiskey of all time, even above Rebel, is the rye, the Bullet Rye. It's fine.
Couldn't do this on the Bullet Rye, unfortunately.
Yeah.
but-
So we got the custom label made to commemorate our bourbon trip, our bourbon trail trip, and it was just a cool thing. We did the tour. Got to see how they're like what a modern distillery looks like.
Way
It's
different.
very different from Buffalo Trace or any of the other, more traditional distilleries. But it's just a cool little keepsake for us. We don't plan on opening this. You can buy this anywhere in the world. So it's not like we
But
bought
not
it
with
to
your
drink.
name on it.
Not with your name on it. So we got lucky with that. Next bottle. And speaking of things with your name on it,
Woodford.
Woodford Reserve. Woodford to me was one of the most beautiful distilleries.
Gorgeous.
It was picturesque. This is the Woodford Reserve Rye. Again, nothing crazy out of the ordinary for this. I know you're probably going, why would you do that? We got it engraved because we got engaged on the...
This was the day after.
I proposed to her at the Buffalo Trace Distillery in
No,
front of
you
a
did not.
barrel of Eagle Rare.
Nope.
No.
7 million barrel. No. It probably
In front of the
was
7 millionth barrel. Oh, that's
Sure,
hilarious.
someone has.
That's fine if you have, but no, that is not what happened. There's just that we did take pictures in front of the barrel. Yeah, so we got this engraved with to commemorate our anniversary, or the date we got engaged, I should say, which was November 14th. I didn't know until I had to look at the bottle.
But a couple distilleries, I think Four Roses also engraved was the only other
Yes,
one we
Four
saw.
Roses engraved as well.
So,
But yeah, so we have one bonus one because I got this. It was a part of our trip, but it wasn't on the Bourbon Trail. But
we looked for it on.
We looked for it on the Bourbon Trail, but I couldn't find it, and so I got it in South Carolina. So next bottle.
This is actually a distillery we need to get to when we go back because they were closed on the day we were in that area.
Yeah.
So this is Jim Beam. We did not make it to that distillery, but
Booker's Kentucky Tea. I adore this bottle. This is the first Booker's I've had. I can't say enough good things about it. This is the bottle that like I'll show my friends, like, dude, I got that. And they're always like, what's in the box?
Look at the case, it's just so cool.
It's so cool. It looks like a friggin' wine glass or something, or wine bottle
like
or something.
To travel.
Yeah. The box is pretty sturdy. We've drank a little
Beautiful
bit.
bottle.
We drank a little bit of it.
I really want to get the rye one of this. I think the rye with the green is just gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree. Would you like to try some? You want to drink a little
Good.
Kentucky tea?
I've still got my bottled and bond. Thank you though.
I'm not gonna drink any either because it's a little aggressive. But it is. They even get specific to the days. It was aged 7 years, 4 months, and 14 days.
Unique bottle too.
Yeah, and it smells incredible. But not technically part of the Bourbon Trail, so it's a bonus one. Come on. Oh my God.
I mean, it was an extension. We got this after Kentucky. We went to North Carolina.
Paid a little bit more than retail for this. Not a lot more, it was like 110 or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it retails like 85, 90, but to see it, I had to get it.
Yeah.
And people were buying it like crazy. They had it behind people were just like, Booker's. And I was like, I kind of got caught up in the moment, and then I left and went back, and it was still there. I was like, all right, I gotta get it.
Yeah.
But that's it. So thank you guys for watching basically the first episode of Brad's Bourbon Reviews with Holly. And talking about what we got while we were on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. I'm excited to go back. We're going back in just a few weeks. I'm hoping to score some more Blantons for myself because I like Blantons. I'm sorry, I know.
Maybe a new Lux Row release.
A new Lux Row release. Maybe Heaven Hill.
Maybe a new Booker.
Maybe we can get some Old Fitz bottle and bond. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel. We're very small. We just started. So every subscriber helps. And leave a comment down below if you liked the video. And if you didn't like what you don't like, so we can improve for the next one. Until then, we'll see you on the next show. Stay safe and drink responsibly.